problems and your name is brought up, he's not the one sticking his neck out for you. It's fucking me.
Yeah. And thank you. And I'm like,
I'm just letting you know. And so I would love some of that respect back.
In a perfect world, Todrick, tell me, like...
In a perfect world, if Misha made it to the end because she has protected me and I haven't protected myself, if she was here, I'd be like, okay, then I have to be loyal to her. But at the end of the day, if anybody gets empowered, they're going to probably take her out. And you are the only other person. You, maybe Cynthia, will be the only...
She's not even guaranteed. I asked her, I said, okay, you can't play in the HOH tomorrow. I think I have a decent shot at HOH, possibly. I mean, you're like a huge competition threat. I'm not too worried about, like, Cynthia or Todd, you know, or really Lamar in certain competition.
I'm not either, but my whole point is these were the same odds that we would have had before. We always knew that if it got down to 4 people or whatever, that we were...
I know, but I'm the only one that doesn't have someone. You have Misha. These two have each other. Todd has Lamar. I don't have anyone. Chris is still loyal to Misha and you. Like,
he's not loyal to me.
Well,
he's absolutely not loyal to me. You know that.
I feel like there's tension between you two, but I still feel like he's loyal to the
but that tension comes because he asked me to be honest with him, and when I was honest with him about how I felt about the Mariah situation, which is what we're supposed to be doing for working together, if I tell you something as an Alliance member, you should at least listen, nod your head, and be like, I understand where you're coming from. For my game, I still want to do this, but for you to get mad at me, roll your eyes because it's inconvenient for you that I'm like expressing my opinion when that's what you asked of me. If we came and played this game like normal and we're just like being badasses and hardasses about it, I wouldn't have told him that. But he was like, I want honesty from you. That's the only way you can earn my trust. And so that's what I'm trying to do.
But I said to Misha upstairs, Todd, I was like, okay, give me this then. I'll keep your nominations exactly the same. I won't even take Cynthia down if you can guarantee me Monday when you win HOH, because the probability of her winning are high, when she gets to play, I was like, will you not put me on the block? And she struggled with that because she will only have basically Todd, Lamar, Chris Kirkpatrick, and me. And it's like, you know, like, she can't guarantee me anything. And, like, that's, like, puts me in a messed up place.
I understand that, and I'm not expecting for you to do anything that's not good for your game strategically. I know the reason why you're here. I just don't want there to be weird tension with us. And if there is room...
There's not weird tension with us.
I know.
There's not.
I feel like there is, and that's why I wanted to...
I honestly, like, I thought, like, even yesterday when you're playing solitaire, and I was just like, I'm going to, like, I was trying to talk to you, like, a couple times, and just seemed irritated. And I just thought, like...
I was irritated because multiple people in this house, and there's not that many of us, and it wasn't Chris Tan, came to me and were like, you need to be careful because Chris Kirkpatrick is walking around starting a smear campaign against you, basically. He wouldn't even speak to me for days before that. When we were in the HOH room, I would speak to him and say, hello, I told you this.
Yeah, the only thing he was saying, the only thing he was saying to me, though, Todrick, was, like, the same thing, like, you kind of were telling me about him. Like,